Okay, so live on my end.
Yep.
Okay, so hello and welcome to College Cheese Podcast, episode 142. I tried to remember the number this week, and as always, I'm your host Al, and joining me for now is one of the regulars, Joe's here. And I mean, we got some stuff we can discuss. I mean, like because Aaron already said he's gonna be a few minutes late. That's fine. He can always join after. But first things first, as news broke this morning. Today is Tuesday, January 20 or 4, not 20, 14th, not the 24th, 14th of 2020. They announced this morning that on the 16th, in 2 days, there's going to be a 35-minute presentation by Masahiro Sakurai going over the fifth character pack 5. So we're finally going to find out who the fuck it is. So hopefully people can stop losing their damn minds.
Yeah. And as soon as that comes out, people are going to be saying, all right, when's pack 6?
Yeah, it's like I'm bracing for, the inevitable flood of tweets because apparently the presentation is going to be at 6 a.m. Pacific, so that's 9 a.m. here. And I'm bracing myself for the inevitable flood of tweets of people being like, literally who? Or I woke up early for this?
Mm-hmm.
Or who asked for this? Or fuck you, Sakurai. But obviously, there's been leaks and rumors and deconfirmations, quote unquote, for weeks, if not months now, on who the fifth character is. I'm not saying it's confirmed because obviously we know nothing, but everybody seems to think that it's Dante. Because apparently, like, there's some kind of like what does the DMC 3 come out like January 16th or something? Because they said something like I guess the Devil May Cry Twitter said something to like keep an eye out for like something on January 16th, and then there was like 2 other dates or something. I don't think it's I don't think that it's Dante because you would think it's like, would that be breaking an NDA? Do you think? I think it'd be cutting it kind of close.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. But yeah, so everybody seems to think that it's Dante. I'm not sure. Like if it is, cool. I'm not too familiar with the Devil May Cry series. Obviously, that's more your territory and Nate's territory as well. But yeah, I mean, like Dante's cool. Well,
yeah. Well,
mostly.
Yeah, I have my opinions.
But yeah, it's like it's cool because I'm basically expecting this to be the fifth character to be a third party character. That way, that you just keep the entirety of packs 1 through 5, pass 1 third party, and then with the other ones, okay, bring it back to Nintendo, maybe a little bit, maybe have a couple more third party, but not all entirety of third party. Yeah, like if it's Dante, which version of Dante do you think they'll go with?
That's an interesting question. So I think the most iconic Dante is Devil May Cry 3 Dante when he's his youngest.
Okay.
My favorite one is obviously Devil May Cry 4 Dante. And 5 being the newest one would also be a good look for him. Just as long as they don't go with Dino.
Okay.
That's Dante in name only, which is the remake's Dante.
Oh, okay.
That's what we call him.
Which one's Dante?
That's the same one.
Okay.
Dante, aka Dino, aka remake Dante.
Okay. DMC Dante. Okay.
I hope they go with DMC 4 Dante. Or 5 would be good too. His bearded Dante is pretty cool too.
Do you think that let's just assume that the fifth character is Dante. How much Devil May Cry music do you think they're gonna pack in there? Do you think they're gonna give it the SNK treatment and get like 50 tracks?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be confined to like maybe 7 or 8.
Okay.
I just really hope they have Virgil Battle Theme 2 from DMC3.
Okay.
That is the song. Like I would kill for that song in that
Okay.
game.
And what do you think the stage would be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
See,
There's
I'm
a
like
lot of
I'm relying on you for this one because I don't know shit.
yeah. There's a lot of good places it could be. Like it would also all depend on which game style they're going for. It's like if it's DMC4 Dante, then it could be inside the church. It could be outside the church in the plaza. If it's 3, it could be in front of the Devil May Cry building. I really don't really know what it would be in 5 because I didn't get to play it all that much.
I played the demo of it. I was terrible.
It's interesting.
I will say this. I like the reason why I wanted to be Dante because number one, Dante's cool, and Devil May Cry are rad games, even though I've never really played them.
Yeah,
and that way we can finally get that Dante versus Bayonetta. You know,
yeah. There's also that.
it's like it was supposed to happen, and I think it was supposed to happen in Project Cross Zone 2. Because I think they went to Hideki Kamiya and they wanted Bayonetta in Cross Zone 2. And I think he said no, because like he didn't have the time to put input and have his own personal touch on it.
Okay.
But he later said he wished that he agreed to it because he wants to see the Bayonetta versus the interactions with Bayonetta and Dante.
Oh yeah.
So and then people are also saying like if Dante gets in, there needs to be a Dante Must Die difficulty mode for Classic or something. Some people were saying that. But yeah, it's like obviously to anyone listening to this, it's merely speculation. I mean, like Dante is trending on Twitter. He's been trending since this morning. So is Sora because people are still hanging on to that Sora, hope.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like Sora. Kingdom Hearts is a legendary franchise, yes, and Sora's one of the few like really big names, I think. I'd say there's Dante, there's Sora, there's Master Chief, there's Doom Guy for those who want Doom Guy. I was watching a video from Jaywitz because Jaywitz put out a top 10 characters list of characters he doesn't want in Smash. And I think Doom Guy / Doom Slayer was number 4 or something. I didn't know that Doom Guy was in a Tony Hawk game.
I vaguely remember something about that. But then again, like everybody's made cameos in Tony Hawk games.
I didn't know that Doom Guy was in a Tony Hawk game. I'm like, okay.
There was a fucking Tony Hawk minigame in fucking Metal Gear Solid 2, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Or we got to do skating on top of the big shell.
Nice. The what?
The big shell. It was the second area you go to in Metal Gear 2.
Okay. For a second, I thought you said the big show. I'm like,
no.
I mean, he's
big shell.
Okay.
It's a giant oil refinery that was disguised for housing Metal Gear.
Okay. But yeah, a lot like Dante's been trending, Sora's been trending, because I feel like those are the two characters that people are holding on to the most. Like I haven't seen like anyone really mentioning Doom Guy or Master Chief or like 2B. Getting back to talking just for a second about the Jaywitz video, he listed Goku as number 1 of the characters he doesn't want in Smash. And he made a good point because he was saying that like he doesn't feel like Smash is ready to open up the anime can of worms.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because it's like I wouldn't be opposed to Goku getting in. I'll just put that out there.
I mean,
I'm not the biggest Goku fan.
Yeah,
but like Dragon Ball is a legendary franchise, and Goku is the mascot.
Yeah, just having like a Dragon Ball moveset in Smash would be legendary.
Right? Yeah.
And like Persona and Dragon Quest are like the very edge of anime. Like Persona basically is one.
Pretty much, yeah. And Dragon Quest is made like the art is made by the same dude.
But, hell, one of them is voiced by the dude who voices Trunks.
Yep. Well, yeah, like it was like, oh, I feel like it's not Smash isn't ready to open up the anime can of worms, and I'm like, I guess that's a good point because then it's like if
they've been dipping into it.
yeah, it's like they got their pinky toe in the anime pool, like you said with like Persona, which basically is an anime at this point, and Dragon Quest. But then it's like you put Goku in, and then people are gonna be like, where's Naruto? Where's Vegeta? Where's Krillin?
Like people are going to say a lot, either joking or serious, but a lot of them don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
They want them for the sake of wanting them. They don't understand the work or the effort or even the relevance it requires for them to get in there.
Yeah, I feel like people do that with like any character really, because it's especially with Smash Brothers, because it's just a giant crossover.
Yeah,
and people, I want Shrek. What would he do? It's like that's what annoys me. Like people who want like Shrek and SpongeBob, they want them for memes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like that's like, listen, I don't know if it might be a good game, but when they announced that SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom remaster or rehydrated or whatever it's called,
mm-hmm.
I actually got mad because I'm like, who the fuck wanted this?
Yeah.
Like legit, who the fuck wants a remaster of a SpongeBob game?
Ray.
Fucking brown man.
Mm.
Anyway. But yeah, so like it's gonna be a stressful next couple days because I'm gonna just be chomping at the bit to find out who that character is. I think I posted a tweet about this earlier saying that I have a feeling that when I see this character, whoever it is, odds are I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna just be like, okay. Like I'm not gonna be like, ah!
Yeah.
But I mean, like, hey, if Dante gets in, that's cool because I like Dante, and I know Nate likes Dante, and you like Dante, depending on which one it is.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I love his moveset.
Let's be real here. The remake Dante is not getting in.
No. We did that once already.
Oh, and hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
It's okay. You didn't. We're just talking about the Smash thing.
All right.
Obviously, you heard about it, right?
Thursday.
Thursday, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how we've just been talking about Dante for the past couple of minutes because like a lot of people online just seem to think it's Dante. So
That'd be an interesting pick.
Yeah.
Could even be Virgil.
If they would put anyone, it would be Dante.
Yeah. It's kind of like
Yeah, they would go with the main character
they
first.
go with yeah. It's like we were talking about like, Dragon Ball a little bit. Because I was watching a video and like somebody put out a video where it's like, oh, these are the 10 characters we don't want and I don't want in Smash. And number 1 was Goku because he feels like that Smash isn't ready to like kind of go into open up the anime can of worms, so to speak. And it's like,
yeah, that's kind of. I kind of understand that. I kind of see that, but at the same time, it's
they have Persona, which is basically an anime at this point.
Yeah,
they have Dragon Quest, which is
also true.
Which the art is made by the same person.
Very true.
But yeah, it's like like if they were to add a like a Dragon Ball character, it would be Goku. And like, out of the 3 of us, is anyone here really like a big Goku fan?
I'm just a fan of the whole mechanics of Dragon Ball being in Smash.
Okay.
Right. I'm a fan of Goku in moments of hypeness. Like when Goku first turned Super Saiyan against Frieza. When Goku went Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. I was a fan of that. And, some other fights where he didn't, have a new transformation. But overall, I'm a bigger fan of Gohan just by personality alone. Right. Goku's he's always going to come off on top. Hold on, that's my timer.
Yeah, because he's the protagonist. He's the main guy.
Yeah, so when you have the protagonist, usually I think 7 times out of 10 the protagonist is always going to come out on top. If not, then one of the supporting cast is going to come in and save the day. One thing I really liked about Bleach is that even though Ichigo was the protagonist, he didn't
Man,
always
I really wish Nate came in at that moment. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. Even though well, Ichigo won a lot of his fights, but now all of those fights he won on his own. Like a lot of the supporting cast came in, helped him out and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
That's why I like Super so much. Like Super paved the way for a lot of other characters to have some time in the spotlight.
right, and from what other people have told me in the manga, Vegeta has gone off to try to find his own branching transformations and stuff like that because Whis told him how to become better than Goku and Beerus, so he's off on some other planet. So
I haven't watched Super yet, but I just remember because it's so freaking funny how Joe was you were so excited that Fat Boo is buff now.
Yeah, Fat Boo got slimmed down. He looked awesome, and they did nothing with it.
And it's like he went to sleep and he's fat again.
How do you think I feel about Gohan?
Oh, it was so funny.
The whole entire time of Super up until we got to training up for the Tournament of Power, I was just like, is Gohan gonna do anything?
He did something. He did something with Frieza.
Yeah, he did something with Frieza, and that was really smart and really strategic.
Yeah,
and everybody in Super keeps saying this, potentially Gohan's has the most potential out of everybody in Super or in Dragon Ball, but they never actually allude to it. They never actually get to touch the ceiling,
and that's the most hilarious thing to me.
And I theorize there's some kind of trauma behind Gohan. His dad wasn't there for him, so when he got married and had a kid, he was like, "Yeah, I'm being there for my little girl and whatnot." So, I mean, if they want to go the family man route with Gohan, I mean, it is what it is. But Gohan's due for his time to shine again. I really hope they do something with him. Because as awesome as Mystic is, I really want to see something grow out of that.
I thought for a second you were saying I want to see something gross. I'm like, what?
No, I just want to see something achieved from Gohan's path that he took. So
I just pictured it's not gonna happen. But if we got a Dragon Ball rep in Smash for character pack 42, and we get that stage, and then kind of how those things appear on Midgar to summon the things you know what I'm talking about, the gem things that appear that you can grab and it summons somebody to help you.
Yeah.
But on the Dragon Ball stage, it's like that, but they're the Dragon Balls, and you collect all of them, and you can summon Shenron and shit.
That'd be pretty sick.
Oh man, but yeah, I was telling Joe right before you came in, Aaron, it's gonna be a long couple days until Thursday because we're gonna. I'm chomping at that bit to find out who that character is.
It's kind of funny. It might actually be Goku because this is the week that Kakarot comes out.
It is, but everybody,
Kakarot comes out Friday, so
I think the reason why people are just I talked about this with Joe before you came in, but I think the reason why people are so sure it's gonna be Dante is because I guess the Devil May Cry Twitter was like, "Hey, we have an announcement on the 16th," and people were like, "Oh, the Smash thing is on the 16th, so that means Dante confirmed." I'm like, not necessarily.
I don't know. It could either go either way. I mean, they could, like I said, they could full on ride that Dragon Ball Z stream right up until Kakarot.
And then all of a sudden, it's it's gonna be like the chorus kids from Rhythm Heaven. It's gonna be somebody nobody expects.
But I mean, either way, you're gonna upset some fan base because we all have our favorite characters and whatnot.
Right.
I mean, I have Wolf up there, so I mean, I'm good.
It's regardless, no matter what character they add in this pack or any of the coming packs, it's we don't have to we have our mains. So everything that they're adding from here on out, it's just toppings. It's just
Yep.
extra.
Yep, I have Wolf, and I kind of been experimenting with Snake just to troll. Snake is kind of like my troll character.
Troll is your Diddy Kong?
No, I said Snake is my troll character. Snake and DDD, I actually been, just jokingly trolling people online with.
It's like, yo, why is everyone trying to take DDD from me? First it was Jeff.
No,
now
because he's fun to actually.
I know,
troll people
DDD's
with.
fun, especially now that
Yeah.
you can freaking inhale the Gordo.
Mm-hmm. And I can't decide whether, because I actually been playing Bayonetta a lot more than I have Zero Suit, so I think Bayonetta might take my #1 spot for waifu in the game.
And then you
I
got
don't know.
Greninja.
Yeah, Greninja, but I don't play him as often as I do like.
You play
Wolf,
Sheik at
though.
all? Like these days?
No.
Okay.
For agile female fighters, Zero Suit took the place of Sheik. So
Okay. But yeah, like regardless, no matter like what characters they add to Smash, it's like we have our mains already, so everything else that they're adding is just toppings. So whatever. But like you said, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, like I'm bracing myself for the inevitable barrage of tweets saying stuff like "I woke up early for this," or "Fuck you, Sakurai," or literally who.
yeah, because there's no policing people. So no matter what you do, you're gonna be having somebody upset. The more, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The more mature of the fan base, no matter what, they're gonna just like, hey, I didn't get the character I want. That's fine. I'll deal.
Right.
What
It's
have
like
you.
I've said like a few times where it's like I like Dante. Like let's say Dante gets in. I like Dante, but I'm not the biggest Devil May Cry fan. But I know people who really want Dante in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, cool, good for you.
And it's not all about having like Dante up there. If they do Dante, then make his moveset good.
Right. It's like they could add Dante. He could be trash.
Yep. Which so far, I think, out of everybody that they implemented in the game, everybody's been decent. I haven't had too many complaints about anybody. So
The most complaints I've seen about a DLC character so far is Hero because the randomness.
yeah, that's
because like
true.
Joker's like not trying to talk about tier lists here, but like Joker's one of the best characters in the game. Terry is good. Banjo is decent, and then Hero.
Mm-hmm. Hero, though, a lot of people just spam out. They just like knock you far enough back, and then hope and pray to RN Jesus that they get some kind of overpowered move.
They get like Snoot or something.
Yeah, from their list of and whatnot. So I mean,
yeah. But speaking, getting back to the talk about toxic fan bases. Everybody says that the Smash community is bad. I think the Pokemon community has overtaken it. And that says something because usually like when you think of bad fan bases, / communities for games, what games come to mind? League. Let's see, League.
Probably Counter-Strike.
Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is a bad one, or was a bad one.
Overwatch.
Potentially, yeah.
Undertale's kind of a mix mash. I know there are some hardcore fucking fans.
Heroes of the Storm, that fan base can be pretty toxic. There's always going to be hunks.
There's always going to be bad apples
in the fan. That's with any community.
So I say that the Pokemon community has overtaken like Fire Emblem in that as the worst fan base because so the other day we'll get to talk about Pokemon in a second.
Boy, will we!
But the other day was Junichi Masuda's birthday. He was like the head producer of Pokemon, and he was just tweeting like happy photos of him celebrating his birthday, and then all of a sudden you have all these people just spamming hashtag Bring Back National Dex. And then it's like Masuda kind of unfortunately took the bait, and he's like, I'm just trying to celebrate my birthday. Can I just have my birthday, please? And then some guy, I think some Japanese guy, he was like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, like you can have it later. And so, like, okay, we'll use that to transition into the talk about the Pokemons. So Pokemon had their direct the other day, revealing not a new game, but expansion passes for Sword and Shield. So we're gonna get 2 expansions. One, I think, in spring, the Isle of Armor, and then one in the fall called the Crown Tundra. And I'm like, hey, cool. This is fine. People are like complaining that, like, oh, it's $30. I'm like, yeah, it's $30 for the pass. And it's like, well, what? Like, I have Sword and Shield. I'm like, well, that's your fault. That's your fucking fault. You bought both games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's cool. The content looks cool. They're going to be adding 200 plus Pokemon to the game. And, you know, to those people who complained about, like, oh, they're putting more Pokemon behind a paywall. No, they're not. They literally said that they're going to be putting out an update for Sword and Shield so you can trade to get the Pokemon that they're adding without having to buy the expansion pass. So it's like, if you just want Garchomp, you don't have to pay $30. You don't have to pay $15-$20 for Garchomp. What?
So I could have sworn I called that they were going to actually do updates to bring out the other Pokemon, most likely, right?
I think
whether
you did,
it be DLC or non.
I think you did, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Nate last week said that, like, one of his wishes was that they would add more Pokemon to the game, and they did. So, I mean, that's like, this is fine. It's like, you know, instead of coming out with like a whole new game, just add expansions.
Yeah.
Because it's
Especially
like,
when
Yeah,
the game is still
dude,
so
go
new.
the way of the MMO. I mean, it's halfway there on its own.
yeah, like they're gonna like you
basically
can
have 4-player raid Pokemon that you're trying to catch.
yeah, like the raid battles or whatever that I haven't tried yet.
Mhm.
And then
I
like
still haven't touched it since last time, so I'm still like in that first town.
I haven't touched it at all.
Yeah, so I'm just like, should I play this? Boot it up. Oh my god, it's POW or HOW.
Hop.
Well, yeah, or POP. Yeah.
It's got 4 different names there. Let's pick one.
That's the sound. That's the
It's
onomatopoeia
hop.
of.
Think hop, because he'll make you want to hop off a cliff on how bad he is.
Yeah, but those are the crescendo of onomatopoeias of me punching that character in the face every time he talks.
See, I just remember, like, I was talking to Denville, and because, you know, Denville's a pretty fair guy, and I was like, you know, okay, I've heard a lot of crap about Hop. Is he really that bad? And then Denville, just without hesitation, he's like, yeah, Hop is trash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
He literally cannot leave your side. And like I said, I'm speaking from a sense that from maybe the 20 minutes of me playing that game, I can already predict, and other people have confirmed, how much that guy just holds your hand, or is this best friending you that whole time throughout the game.
It's like, yo, I don't want
would you
friends.
please get your hand out of my pocket, or stop hugging me, or stop just like trailing behind me every time I leave someplace. I don't need your expositions. Let somebody else do it.
So he's worse than Shauna. Do you remember Shauna from
At least
X and Y?
Shauna's a female.
Yeah, you're right. I'll say this,
Wow,
like,
that's the vitriol in my voice when I said that.
I'll say this though. When that Pokemon Direct started, the first thing they did was they announced the Mystery Dungeon DX, which I'm like, cool. I tried the demo. The demo's not bad. It's just I'm not big on the Mystery Dungeon games because I don't have I don't have nostalgia for it because it's a remake of the original. When they started that video presentation for it, like I got hopeful and then I got instantly mad because okay, if you remember, the screen goes black.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see the number 2006. And then when they fade it, like when they fade into the gameplay of it, like it was a very bluish tint, kind of like a diamond. And Diamond and Pearl came out in 2006, so I thought it was the Gen 4 remake. And I got hopeful for like a second, and then I saw like the text box saying ... Wake up. And I'm like, God damn, it's fucking Mystery Dungeon. For the audio listeners, Aaron has a very perturbed look on his face. Now he's shaking his head.
Diamond and Pearl, huh? And then, wow.
I mean, it's like, yo, they fucking that presentation started. It said 2006, and then it's like they fade in with a very bluish tint, kind of like a diamond. And Diamond and Pearl came out in 2006. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Though to be fair, it's like it would have looked real bad for Sword and Shield if they announced Diamond and Pearl remakes not even 6 months after the release of this game.
True.
It would look pretty bad.
But what they could do is they could have Diamond and Pearl on the Switch, and then somehow that you can transfer your Pokemon from there all the way over to Sword and Shield.
I mean, yeah, but because there's like, I'm sure there's like a fair amount of people who want Diamond and Pearl remakes, like us. But yeah, I got my hand raised.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like,
would I rather have that than Sword and Shield? I mean, to all the developers that watch us, I know there's 0 of you. And everybody that likes Sword and Shield, I'm not ragging on Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield is better than Sun and Moon.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I know anybody that's saying right now watching this, well, you haven't played it. You're still in the first city. I've seen a number of people play it. I've watched reviews on it from a few different people to get a gist of how the story is. And with Hop, I'm
not expecting that story to be fantastic.
Right.
I'm expecting it to be average.
Yeah, it's an average Pokemon story. Game. Not ragging on it, it's average. But compared to Diamond and Pearl, doesn't compare. So that's my opinion. Don't at me. I don't want to hear it.
Like, I'll say this. Like, even though I have not even started Sword, so I can't really say. I'll come to the defense of Sword and Shield, only saying that I think it's a solid step for a console Pokemon game. It's a step in the right direction, and they can just build on it from here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's better than Sun and Moon.
Yeah, and I also think some of the region differences in the Pokemon, like they took like Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4 Pokemon and changed their typing and their look based on the region and stuff like that. And they started with that in Sun and Moon, right?
Yeah, the Alola forms.
Right. I think that's an interesting concept. Some of them are just like, oh, okay.
Right. It's like their typing might be good. They might have a good move pool. They might have a good ability, but the appearance is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Alolan forms, like out of all the Alolan forms, I think the ones they marketed most was probably the Exeggutor, because that was the first one, which was a big old tree.
Palm tree, that is.
Yep. And then the Vulpix / Ninetales, and then the Sandshrew and the Sandslash.
Right.
You didn't see no. It's like, oh hey, here's Alolan Geodude. He's got a mustache. You know, but yeah, it's like it was like, oh, like Alolan Golem. It was like Rock and Electric. Okay. It's a different typing. It's not great.
Did you just say rock and?
I think it was
All
rock
right.
and yeah, I think it was rock and electric.
All right, that's a weird combination.
But yeah, it's kind of like like Alone Vulpix. Vulpix is fire. Alone Vulpix is ice, and I think
Right.
Ninetales is ice and fairy. I think,
Mm.
or like the Executor was grass and dragon. Okay, it's gonna get rocked by Ice Beam, but okay.
So, question: rock and electric. What would that take times 4, or even times 2 from?
Earthquake. It would get destroyed by Earthquake.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
But it's not too many times 4 I can think of for that type of a typing.
yeah, I think it's just Earthquake, because electric is only weak to ground,
Hmm.
and then rock is weak to water, grass, ground, and fighting, and steel.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, overall, it's good to see that instead of getting like a whole new, like we're not getting Pokemon Gun, people.
I wish.
If anything, it'd probably be like arrow or bow.
Yeah, like people were saying Pokemon Armor, but like it's like we're getting the Isle of Armor and we're getting the Crown Tundra.
Mm.
And then we're getting like I think it's like what is it, Dynamax or Gigantamax, whatever for the starters. And the Sobble evolution, like it has like a sniper gun thing. It's weird.
Inteleon.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. And then obviously Garchomp is back. Venusaur and Blastoise are back with Gigantamax forms. I'm trying to remember. And the Aurorus. They showed Aurorus, so Aurorus is back. The Ice Brontosaurus from X and Y. Because there was Aurorus and then there was Tyrantrum, which I always thought Tyrantrum was better because it's a dragon Tyrannosaurus thing.
Right.
Um,
Keep talking. I'm gonna put some like contact drops in my eyes by
Okay.
contact again.
but yeah, I mean, overall, it's just good to see that instead of getting a whole new Pokemon game, we're getting expansions, and like I feel
Right.
like this is how they should do it. Just come out with more expansions. Don't come out with like a whole like if you're gonna come out with a new game, have it be like not in the Galar region. Have it be in the Sinnoh region so we can get those Gen 4 remakes.
Right. Exactly.
So, let's see.
But I think it's kind of funny. This like a lot of people have been begging for or waiting for a Gen 4 remake, and they just. I thought the next one before they announced Sword and Shield was actually going to be a Diamond and Pearl remake, but nope.
I'm still holding to the prediction that we're gonna get Gen 4 remakes in this generation. I'm still holding on to that prediction because
Right.
like Game Freak / the Pokemon Company / Nintendo, it's like they gotta know that like, there's a lot of people who want those remakes, and it's like, yo, you come out with these remakes, a lot of people will buy them. You're gonna make a lot of money. And what else? So the Isle of Armor, the first expansion, I think is based off of like it's got a lot of challenges and stuff, and I think they said it's adding more co-op stuff to the game. And each expansion it's gonna have like their own like mascot Pokemon. And the Isle of Armor has Cubfu, which is a great name. It's a bear. It's a fighting bear. And it evolves into like one of two different forms, and it's like Single Strike and like Fury Strike. I think it's interesting. I mean, it could be interesting. And then like your Kung Fu master dude is some old guy named Mustard. Oh, and also there's Galarian Slowpoke, which looks like a Slowpoke with mustard on its head and tail. It's just a big old yellow blob on its top of its head and its tail. Because then you can get, I think you said Galarian Slowbro in the Isle of Armor, and you can get Galarian Slow King in the Crown Tundra. I mean, it could be good. We don't know. It could be good. So like, you're sitting there and looking all like, what the fuck? But it could be good.
Mustard.
Yeah, like okay, the dude's name is Whack. They named a kid Hop. It's like, oh hey, we have Leon, we have Sonia, we have player character, and we have Hop. Anyway, so then there's that, and then the Crown Tundra, it's gonna be more like based on like exploration and stuff. And then apparently there's gonna be Galarian, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. And the 3 Reggies. So that's kind of neat.
So the Galarian the Galarian version of the bird trio, are they just gonna like what typing are they gonna be?
I don't know.
Change their typing?
They look different. They look kind of nice.
All right, I gotta look this up while we're conversating.
But and then like there's gonna be like those like basically ways that you can get like all the legendaries again, like they had in like Sun and Moon and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
The heck? Okay, so Moltres looks like it's like black with like a fuchsia or pinkish flames coming off of it. From the thumbnail I'm looking at.
Yep. And then Zapdos is kind of like a darker yellow and orange.
Uh-huh. So could Moltres be like dark and fire?
It's possible. I just hope they have like different abilities because like I mean I know that's good for competitive. I'm not a big fan of the pressure ability.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Oh, okay. Zapdos looks pretty badass. All right. Yeah, Moltres looks all right.
So then the version mascot, so to speak, for the Crown Tundra is I'm trying to like it looks like a deer, but it's got a big ass head. It's weird. It reminded me of Joe, do you remember that episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force where they had team trivia and there was that dude with the really big brain?
Articuno looks really strange.
Not directly.
Okay, so like it was like Wayne the Brain or whatever I think his name was. And like that Pokemon just reminds me of Wayne the Brain. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I see what you're talking about. It's a Slowpoke with mustard. All right.
I mean, it could be good. I mean, like, how many of these extra, like, these other forms, how many of them actually look good? Like, maybe 10% of them. It's like most of them, my personal opinion, you know, so obviously don't at me on this, people who listen to this and might get mad. But most of the alternative forms, like Galarian forms, Alolan forms, whatever, they look trash. They look crap. They might be good in battle, but they look like trash. Galarian Weezing, trash. Looks like that Doug Dimmadome dude from freaking Fairly Odd Parents.
Like like everybody knows in real life you have your species and then there's like subspecies of that animal and stuff like that and whatnot. Like crows, there's different types of crows. Wolves, different types of wolves and stuff like that. So I get what they're going with. Like I said, I'm not a zoologist. I don't know each specific term for each like genus and stuff like that. Learned it in school, forgot it, don't keep up with it.
Right.
But you guys understand what I'm talking about. So I understand where they're coming from. So each Pokemon game, they have to come up with something new or something like that. So having region differentiating versions of Pokemon that we're used to is bound to happen. Because how many new Pokemon can you actually come up with?
Right.
It seems like we're getting different variations of old Pokemon more so than we're getting new ones at this point.
Which is fine.
So I say the creative well at the moment is starting to get a little bit dry. So that's why I said until you guys people come up with like actually really hardcore new stuff, why not just go back and start remaking some of the old stuff? Everybody's been looking for like a remake of
because
Diamond and Pearl.
then you're gonna have the people be like, why are you remaking the old stuff?
Well, you're never gonna make it everybody happy.
It's kind of like Resident Evil, and I'm sure Joe you'll agree with this, where it's like 6 came out, right? Like I'd say 5 and 6, and people were like, it's too much like some people are like, it's too much like old Resident Evil. You're not trying new things enough. And then they try something new, and then people are like, this is too weird. We want the old stuff back.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because like 4 was the first game to implement like the third person action aspect of Resident Evil.
Okay.
And that game is praised up and down for being one of the greatest games ever made.
Right.
And then 5 came out and did the same thing with a little different details, and people shat on it.
Didn't they call it racist too? Because it was not the one where.
Yeah, because you were in Africa and you were dealing with Las Plagas.
Okay.
And it was primarily Africans. But yeah.
It's okay. No, he's right. He's right.
Time out. So in Africa, right? Are you going to find Italians in Africa?
Why?
No, I'm just saying you're going to find Africans in Africa, right?
Right.
Yeah. So why are people complaining about having Africans in Africa?
Everything. That's why.
It's the principle of the fact that and you're fighting pseudo zombies as well, like Africans. It's the fact that it's there. It's like,
I mean, you're going to have like
okay.
You're going to have natives in Africa that still like hunting and do and stuff.
The point is the fact that it is Africa.
And
yeah, I know that.
And the character that you're playing as is not African.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm agreeing with you. I'm mocking the idea of people calling it racist. That's what I'm getting at.
No, because it's like I think the main reason why
fun of the logic.
Yeah, because the logic is dumb. Because it's like people just went after it because it's like the character that you're playing as, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, was white.
Yeah. Chris Redfield is a white American.
Okay.
To my general knowledge.
Okay. And then so you have Chris Redfield, and he's in like even though he's in Africa, and like you said, Aaron, you're not gonna find like Italians, and you're not gonna
find a whole bunch of Russians in Africa.
Yeah.
Asians.
Right. It's like, nothing like finding some, a group of Ruskies in the savannah. But yeah, okay, yeah. The logic is dumb. What?
No, why am my camera so fucking close to me? Like, go away.
But yeah, so yeah, games with like Resident Evil, it's like people complain because people complain about everything. Like with Pokemon Sun and Moon, they tried a couple new things, like the Alolan forms, not having gyms, having multiple islands that you could travel to, not having to have HM Pokemon anymore, and stuff like that. It's like some of the stuff, okay, that's a welcome change. I mean, like not having having to have HM Pokemon, okay, that's kind of nice, so it doesn't take up a party slot. Even though you had some pretty good HM slave Pokemon in Gen 7.
I have to say, unfortunately, I'm a gamer. I'm proud to be a gamer. That's not the unfortunate part. But the representation that the people have outside of the circle we're in, right? The social circle of being gamers and stuff like that.
Like Vin Diesel.
Yeah, some of the community paints the rest of us gamers in a very ill light.
Right, because it's like,
unfortunately,
because I feel
we
like
get stereotyped and scrutinized just because some of us in the community are spoiled and are not spoiled. There you go. I'm just going to leave it there before I cause any forest fires by any other things I wanted to say. But people really just need to stop, disseminate, look at things from a realistic perspective before they open their mouth and say stuff.
To, like, sum it up, I think what you're saying, people need to stop taking things so damn seriously. It's a game. We like our games. We love our video games. We're very passionate about this. That's why we do this damn podcast.
Right.
But people need to stop taking it so seriously.
Yep.
It's like the Smash character, no matter who that character is it gonna be the end of the world?
And if you don't like the character, don't play them.
Don't buy it. Don't buy the character. That's it.
And for people that bought the season pass or are not happy with any of the picks, I mean, it was a gamble. You buy the pass, you don't know what you're going to get. It's just like buying a loot box.
Exactly. Like I bought the pass. And so far, I haven't had one character on there that I wanted. But I have no problems with the characters that are in. Like I've tried playing
all unique and they're all creative.
Exactly. And like you look at the characters that are in, it's like, who would have thought we would get Persona rep in Smash?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought we would get, Dragon Quest, that's whatever. Like Banjo-Kazooie finally in Smash. Terry Bogard in Smash.
And not only this, the thing I was so proud about Sakurai on terms of Terry Bogard, he was actually teaching people how fighting games actually work with the inputs and stuff like that. He was giving a history lesson about where the game came from and stuff like that. So he was there for all of that. He loved fighting games just as much as we do. So what better way to have somebody in charge of a franchise be leading all this creativeness coming into a game like Smash and whatnot. Exactly. I'd rather have Sakurai than some kind of,
Todd Howard.
Rubbing. Sure. Why not? Todd Howard, whoever the hell that is.
He's the Bethesda guy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not Todd Howard. Get your game right.
Tao Howard?
Tao or whatever.
But yeah, and then like even going back to the Banjo presentation, right? And like, see, this is what I like, the where we are in the gaming sphere, where Sakurai was talking about Banjo, and on a Nintendo presentation, he's like, if you want to play Banjo, go play it on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's cool to see that, because back like when we were kids, back in the 90s, back when the great console war, you had like Sega taking shots at Nintendo, but now be like, go play the SNES. No, it's Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, they were hitting a different section of gamers.
Yeah,
than Nintendo was. A different age bracket.
Yeah. But yeah, like the Terry Bogard presentation, I loved that. Fucking Sakurai, like giving that SNK history lesson and stuff, and like showing how to do the inputs, and then like, because people are like, why is this presentation going to be like 45 minutes? So fucking Sakurai can show off and go through all of Terry's classic mode.
Mm-hmm. So for all of you guys that are just saying, oh, I'm just putting Terry Bogard in. He actually proved that he has experience and he has clout in fighting games.
Yeah,
So
that and it's Terry Bogard. Terry Bogard in Smash is pretty freaking good.
Mm.
now people could easily say, well, that doesn't mean anything because somebody could just wrote him up that script and stuff like that. But body language wise and the way he was presenting it and stuff like that, I feel like he was believable. I really believed he knew what he was talking about and wasn't scripted. So
Yeah.
But like I said, you're not going to make everybody happy. So
right. It's like you said with the Smash characters. If you don't like the character, you don't have to buy him. It's like going back to Smash 4 when Cloud was announced. It's like I haven't played Final Fantasy 7, but I bought Cloud because I knew like you'd play him, Aaron, and like Billy would play him, and Joe could beat him up. So
everybody wins.
Right.
And if I remember right, don't they actually present a where you can buy the characters individually?
Yep.
Have they done that yet?
Yep.
So
Character Pass 5 is already up for pre-order on the eShop. It doesn't say who it is. It just says that it's available for pre-order.
Yeah, so and anyway, even if I didn't have like all the cast and whatnot, I'd rather have all the characters there. So whoever wants to come over and hang out with me and try a whole bunch of slew of characters, there's a bigger variety.
And it's like I'm sure that like Sakurai and his team and the people at Nintendo, like they put some time and effort into thinking like who's getting in, because obviously he's already stated that like we've already decided who's getting in. Like there's not going to be any ballot, and people were upset about not having a ballot. But I'm like, let's be real here. People are going like a lot of people are going to use that ballot as like a joke. And it's like I think I can like honestly count on one hand how many characters, if this character got into Smash Brothers, I would absolutely hate it. Because like I try to be optimistic and like, okay, this character got in. Okay, there must be some kind of silver lining here. Okay, this character came from a legendary franchise or something. Like I'm not gonna like say like, oh hey, let's put in, I don't know, Scruff McGruff. Why?
But I will say this: if there's anybody that I would like to see if we don't get another season pass, starting next month or whatnot, or what have you, then I would like to see probably Sora up there.
Sora's
I would like to see Sora in Smash or Riku.
Oh, that reminds me. See, because you weren't here last week, so like I might be hopping on that Sora train because I bought all the Kingdom Hearts games.
Have you been playing them?
I haven't started them yet because I literally bought the all-in-one pack for because it was on sale for like $30. So I was like,
I mean, because there is that Remind thing coming out for Kingdom Hearts. So
I was like, because Nate asked me, he's like, are you gonna play through all of them or are you gonna play through just 3? I'm like, I have to play through all of them.
I just thought of something. Like you could have a set of colors be Sora and the other colors be Riku.
I mean, they'd probably do it.
Oh snap! I just thought about that.
It's like they probably have like a Riku color. They probably have like a Kairi color.
Do that. Or and a Roxas color.
And a Roxas color.
Yeah, do that.
And a Donald color. And a Goofy color. And a King Mickey color.
Heck, it could be either Sora. If they want to add another Final Fantasy character, go with Noctis.
I heard that first of all, apparently the Final Fantasy remake 7 remake has been delayed.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna see if you wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
There's a few people, especially in my raid group. I don't know if anybody in the raid group on 14 is watching this. Hey guys, there was at least like one person or two people that were kind of disappointed about that. But I'd rather them delay it by another month than to have the execution of it be sloppy on release.
That's it. That's
and
just
they're
it.
adding more story content to an already great game as it is.
Because
That's also subjective. Don't at me. I love Final Fantasy. My opinion, go away.
this
Anyway.
is a big release. This is probably the biggest remake of a game in probably the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm pretty sure Square Enix is sweating bullets on this.
Right. So
they know if this goes wrong,
there's gonna be a lot of angry people.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of angry people. And not only that, this is only the first in a trilogy of games. Segments, I should say. Because they're breaking down.
Joe, can you imagine K-Brad's reaction if this remake is bad?
It would break that man.
Yep.
Like this man was gonna bust out. He was standing in front of he was standing across the street from Square Enix headquarters in California, and he was jokingly threatening to go over there and bust down the door because he just wanted information on that remake.
Oh man, I can see Mighty Keith pulling on the video over it now. Oh god, if that game bombs.
But yeah, that Final Fantasy VII remake, it's it got pushed back a month. That's not too bad. It's not hey, it's not coming out until 2021. That'd be a lot.
Not only that, I could imagine this Maximilian just crying on his stream. That's how if the game is bad. Or being Hulk smash.
Knowing Max, he'll find something wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. So I heard on the Final Fantasy talk, I heard that there's apparently there's a new mobile game coming out based off of 14 or 15. I mean, I don't know. Because I just saw it and I'm like, man, y'all are really just milking the 15.
Well, 15 was good. I'm
not saying 15 was bad, but it's yeah, 15.
I don't think I like it any more than 7, but I will put it at my top 3.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's see. Okay, Doom Eternal. That's cool. That comes out the same day as Animal Crossing.
I think one of the what was it? I think it's a Secret of Mana or Trials of Mana.
Trials of Mana.
Yep.
No,
I think it's Secret, and then Trials of Mana is when you have the 6 characters you could choose from, pretty much. Hold on, I'll figure out which one is which. But keep going.
On a random note, that just reminded me of something. But I think it was in Japan because I think it was a pachinko machine or a slot machine based off of Wheel of Fortune. And this is random, but apparently the Wheel of Fortune logo basically looked like a ripoff of the Chrono Trigger logo. It was weird.
Yeah. Hold on, guys.
Yep. Let's see. So also random. Apparently, McDonald's Japan introduced the adult cream pie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which, for the audio listeners, is an actual pie. It's not anything not safe for work, although the name is suggestive.
Yeah.
So, let's see. While Aaron is not here, tending to whatever, you posted in the Slack that about apparently 5 people left Kotaku.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out why?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that's fine. And then College Humor is kind of seemingly on its last legs, because apparently College Humor was defunded, or the company that was backing them aren't going to back them anymore. So I think one of the head guys, they're like, "Hey, we're going to give you complete control of the company, but we can't and won't financially back you." So he was on social media saying, like, explaining the situation and saying like, "Hey, like, please subscribe to like our drop list or what Dropbox or whatever." Because apparently they have apparently like 100 people like are losing their job, and they still have like 6 months worth of content to put out. So it's a situation. I mean, I haven't really watched much College Humor stuff recently. I mean, I see some old Dorkly videos. That's about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just the uncertain landscape of digital media these days.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problem. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, apparently Arxis, they've announced a new like 2D pixel, like it looks like a beat 'em up called Code Shifter. It's going to be coming out on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And apparently it's just like this game where you play as a game developer, and like you like her like digital avatar gets sent into the game to like fight bugs and glitches.
Oh.
And like it's basically like it's a beat 'em up, but it's got a bunch of different Arxis characters. Like it's got Ragna, it's got Soul Bad Guy. It has, I think I saw Rachel Alucard.
Nice.
It had Kyoko and Misako.
Nice.
And yeah, it's just a bunch of different Arxis characters in like this side-scrolling beat 'em up game. Looks kind of nice.
Huh.
And then people got mad because like this is the closest thing we're gonna get to a BlazBlue Guilty Gear crossover. Because it had Ragna, it had Rachel, it had Soul Bad Guy, it had Dizzy. Yeah.
One day we'll get it.
One of these days. I mean, like I'm sure it'll happen one of these days.
I mean look at Cross Battle. We got Yumi from Senran Kagura up there out of nowhere. Just like
yeah. I mean cross tag battle still doing pretty well. We got Guilty Gear Strive coming out later this year.
yeah.
Looks
Yes,
nice. I
sir.
mean,
and Chip seems to be back to where he used to be. So
yep.
Yep,
So we got
some
Guilty
Rev
Gear
2.
Strive coming out later this year. So let's see.
No, not Rev 2. It was Xrd, I think, is the one that me and Nate played a lot.
Yeah, there was
think-
Xrd Sign, and then there was Revelator. I think
Yeah.
it was Rev 1, because that's the one that like we played a lot. Because I remember like you, me, and Nate were in in lobbies.
I
So.
think no, it was one way back in the day. Nate knows what I'm talking about. That was for like the Xbox. We played a lot.
X2.
X2?
Yeah, X2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it
one we
was.
all
Thank
played.
you. Yep.
Where we had our chip mirrors.
Mm-hmm. And man, was that like that was Naruto battle in itself.
Hmm.
Fun times.
Let's see. So obviously, like I thought before the whole Smash thing was announced, I thought basically our biggest topic would be like our usual yearly thing of us going over like like what our favorite games were of 2019, and then like our least favorite / most disappointing game of 2019 and all that stuff. But I figure we'll save that till next week because we've been going for about over an hour here, and so we'll save that
That's
for next
something
week.
I want to have to stew on a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I posted in the Slack like last night. I was like, you know what? Yeah,
I think I could probably go on a limb and I'll have a definite answer for sure.
I was
But
like,
I think yeah,
think it over. We'll discuss that next week. So that'll give us that'll give us time to think it over.
and hopefully
like-
all of us will be here.
Yeah, it's another reason why like hopefully Nate will be here. So let's see. On that note, I think we can start wrapping this up. You guys got anything else you want to throw in real quick?
Nope.
Okay.
I think we're good.
So yeah. On that note, we'll start wrapping this up. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel because we got all of our previous episodes in video form, or follow us on Anchor. I almost said SoundCloud. We don't use SoundCloud anymore. Anchor.fm/college-cheese. All of our episodes are in audio form, if that is your preference. Should also be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel because me and Joe still got that dumb wrestling thing going on. All that stuff. I'll put our social media links in the description below, and be sure to tune into the thing on Thursday if you want to find out who the Smash character is. And remember, don't take it so damn seriously. It's just a character. It ain't the end of the world.
Yeah.
So on that note, I'm Al.
I'm Joe.
I'm Aaron.
And we'll see you next week discussing the new Smash character, all that stuff, what games we liked, what games we didn't like, all that stuff. Episode 143. We'll see you then. Bye.
Later.